All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with the content of the program after that great introduction from Jim. That started to form some of the reasons why we're here today. Evaluating our training programs is something that is essential. It's something that we know we need to do, yet sometimes it's happening, sometimes it isn't. So what I'd like to do to get us started is really think about for a moment, why do we evaluate our programs and our training programs? What are we trying to do? Mike is going to pull a polling window up onto the screen for you, and what I'd like each of you to do is put a little thought into this and type a response for the group to read. Why do we evaluate our training programs in the first place? Give you about 30 more seconds to wrap up your typing. All right, just a housekeeping note. For these polling questions where you type your answer in the middle of a screen, you will receive a transcript of all the typed responses via email a few days after the program. So don't feel like you need to madly take notes on all of these things in your participant manual. You will receive them later and you can just attach them to your manual. But if you do choose to take notes, you have room in your book as well. So let's debrief some of these responses. I see very well a couple of the reasons that we evaluate. It looks like the group latched on right away to the fact that we do need to show the value of what we bring to our organizations. Absolutely true. And a few of you mentioned that you also want to make sure that your programs are good. You might want to look at continuously improving them, making sure they're meeting the needs of the learners. You see anything else in there, Jim?
I agree with you. I see a good balance there, and I see that people are reaching beyond just the satisfying people in the training class.
Yeah, so it looks like we captured 2 of the 3 answers. Mike, if you can go ahead and clear that chat for us, we'll move on and let's take a look at the 3 reasons why we evaluate programs, because there's one critical reason that I don't think we really captured there in that chat. The 3 main reasons that we evaluate our training programs are, number 1, of course, to improve the program, to make sure the training program itself is as good and effective as it can be for the learners and people are indeed learning what we intended to have them learn. The second reason, this is the one that I don't know that I saw coming through loud and clear, so you'll all want to circle this one in your book. The second reason that we want to evaluate our training programs is to help to increase the transfer of learning to behavior, so that when the learning participants get back to their jobs, they're able to apply what they learned to help to maximize the results of the program. You guys definitely all got maximizing the program results, but the way that we do that is having people apply what they learned on the job. And the third reason that we want to evaluate our programs, which is definitely important in the world economy the way that it is now, is to demonstrate the value that a program brings to the organization overall.
No, Wendy, that brings to mind that I think over the 50 years that the 4 levels, excuse me, have been around, we'll see it as an after-the-fact kind of thing where ultimately you do want to improve the program and ultimately demonstrate the value. But we're talking about point 2 there, where the hidden power of the 4 levels is about actually creating value in the first place for an organization before you ultimately demonstrate it. So we're going to focus quite a bit on that over these couple of days.
Yeah, that's a really good point, that over time, one of the misconceptions, I think, of training evaluation is that it's something that happens at the end of training. And I think that we're going to spend quite a bit of time talking about how it really is an ongoing process, isn't it?
It is.
Great.